I wanted to talk a little bit about identity theft, identity fraud. It's a big problem in the world today. All of our information are out on all these different websites, whether they're financial or social media, and they're all getting hacked. Sometime or another, one day, I think all of us are going to end up with some type of identity theft in our lives. And so we want to do things that can protect us from not getting your information will end up getting stolen, but them not able to use it. So one of the things that if you feel like you've had identity theft is I recommend that you get a hold of your financial institutions, your banks, your credit card companies, and change your email address, change your login ID, change your password on all these financial websites that you use. And it's always a good idea to change your password periodically. And you can use the passwords now that are generated by these computer systems. One of the things you want to do is place a fraud alert on your on the credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. What I did is, and how I got notified that someone was trying to buy a Raptor in my name, is I've got free accounts with Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And then I put on there to get immediate alerts via text and email if someone accesses my credit file and pulls my credit. And I immediately got notification, and it tells you who pulled it. So I was able to get on the phone and call these places, these dealerships that were pulling my credit report, let them know that it was fraud and stop it in its place. And then what I did after that is I put a fraud alert on all three of these accounts, so that anybody that pulls my credit knows that that I've got what I consider fraud, and so people can't pull your credit anymore. I do have a credit freeze on all my account, so anybody that tries to access my accounts for credit can't see anything, gets blocked without me on freezing it. So you want to make sure you do that. And then you also always want to review your credit reports. You can do that once a year through these credit reporting agencies. Review those reports, and anything you see that's suspicious, that's not yours, that's inaccurate, you can dispute those and get those taken off your report. Um, like I said earlier, a credit freeze. Go to these sites and let them know that you want to place a credit freeze on your account that doesn't cost you anything. You can do it on the free accounts that these credit bureaus offer. And like I said, no one can access your credit until you unfreeze those. Now, if you feel like you have identity theft, and this is what I did, is I filed a report with FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. And you can go to their website, or you can call 877-438-4338 and report identity theft. This way it'll be in the system, and it'll help you dealing with the creditors that they know that you did file a report. Another thing you do is file a police report. You can go to your local police department and file the report, and then obtain a copy of that report and hold on to it, because when you're dealing with the creditors and other agencies, they're going to want to see a copy of that report. It's always a good idea to contact the Social Security Administration, and if you believe your Social Security number has been compromised, and let them know so that they can put a fraud alert on your account, and also notify the IRS and let them know that you've had some identity fraud. And you can call the IRS at 800-908-4490. You can also file identity theft affidavit form 14039 with IRS. And then, of course, if you think your driver's license has been compromised and you want to call the DMV, let them know that that's been compromised, or if your passport's been compromised, and let them know that that's been on there, and that way they put a fraud alert on your account. And then, of course, you want to go online to all your accounts, and these days there's a lot of them, but change your email, change your passwords, especially those financial institutions. Change those passwords, do a two-step authentication. I've got that on all my stuff now where when I go on one of my banking accounts, I have to get on another device and say, yes, that's me. And sometimes it asks me for a number. So it kind of gives me a two-step um, security. And then another thing to do is if you've been feel like your identity's been stolen, is make sure you document everything, record communications, write everything down, take really good notes. That way, when you're filing our reports or you're having to battle something because someone bought a car in your name or something like that, you've got documentation. It's like I said, I think it's going to happen to all of us. Our identity is going to be stolen, and the thing is, to prevent it, I recommend you go online and to get notifications when someone accesses your credit scores. At least you should do. I think everybody should actually freeze their credit reports, and that way, if you get notification, everybody tries to access it. You got to unfreeze it if you're trying to apply for a loan, but hey, it only takes a few seconds to unfreeze it on each one of the websites. So I hope this helps out. If you got any questions, feel free to reach out.